Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Swing Trading Show. Today we're Friday, April 10, 2015. The question bar is open, folks. If ever you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Today is a special show because we will host Mr. Michael Den, CEO of Jordan Resources. Jordan Resources, it's a company that so far is staying within a tight neutral range. The next buying signal is going to be around 10 cents. And why is Mr. Den coming today? Well, it's the third time he's coming to visit us. It's because recently me and Arnaud and Quebec and the province of Quebec has received provincial approval. This company has a project that's near them. They also have a project that's near Darien Resources. They're a phosphate company, and Mr. Den will tell us more about has the phosphate market changed, how Jordan Resources intend to benefit from that after me and Arnaud received their provincial approval. So he's going to be there after the show. Stay there. The question bar will remain open as well. If ever you have any questions for him, he'll be more than happy to answer them. He is a guy who's actually willing to answer to all of viewers' questions. So concerning the market situation today, we have the confirmation of today's rally, of the rally that started yesterday afternoon on the American markets. So the Nasdaq is pursuing its rally, heading towards its summit of February. The Dow Jones as well, but the TSX is going actually above its peak of February. On the TSX, though, the thing is we have some gold stocks that actually surge at opening, but I'm definitely not bullish on gold. I think that this rebound here was not even worth to day trade, and even the sector, though, it's still within that tight neutral range. So let's say those of you who bought bearish ETFs such as HGD 1 or 2 days ago, I don't think you should panic. I think that so far, by looking at the indicators, though, we have a stochastics that's showing us that there's more sellers on gold than buyers. And this rebound, you just bring gold, return this 100-day moving average in black and the 50-day moving average. I think that the fact that the 100-day moving average in black is below the 200-day moving average, the 30-day, the 10-day are below the 50-day moving average. For me, those are all bearish signals. So my prospects for gold is definitely on the downside, and we were even reluctant on marketgurus.tv to give a go on the bullish ETF that track gold, because this rebound is definitely not enough to have created any buying signals. If we take a look at some stocks though, Barry Gold, it's not a breakout, it's only a pursuit of the bullish cycle heading towards the stop at 1639. So at 1639, this is where we're going to have a pause. Alastair Gold, okay, it's interesting because it's testing its resistance, but it's not yet a breakout. Why would you rush to buy a gold stock like that when it has not yet confirmed a breakout? Alamos Gold stays neutral, unable to break that resistance higher than 757, and Orico Gold as well, unable to break 381, which is this resistance. So the thing is, overall, we believe that gold stocks are not in a situation to buy them. Same thing too for the energy stocks. Yes, oil remains within that upward corridor, which is a good thing. However, energy stocks still remain within that sideways formation. We started that neutral formation a couple of days ago, and now it's continuing more and more in the energy sector. There are no new breakouts. Some stocks are pursuing their rally, such as Whitecap Resources. I know yesterday a viewer asked me, what about Whitecap? Should I buy it? I said it was okay to buy Whitecap, even if it was a second day movement. Suncor is also pursuing its rally. Meg Energy Drink, though, is making a tight neutral range. It's a stock that should be watched. Trinidad Drilling. And I think the good thing is that the more we will stay within this sideways formation in the energy sector, this will give us great opportunities if ever we have a confirmation of a new bullish cycle. But as long as the energy sector on the Canadian side doesn't go above 235, 234 points, I'm definitely not going to recommend to buy any stock on the energy sector. On marketgurus.tv, what we have done, we have already taken some profits since the bullish cycle started around April 1st, April 2nd. And right now, we're just holding on to most of our long positions on the energy sector because the sector still remains within an upward trend. The mining sector, some stocks have to be watched, not Turquoise Hill, but Hudbay Minerals. That stock could be next on the line to start a breakout higher than $11.11. That will be a buying signal on Hudbay. So let's take a look at some news here. We have a news on Shire. Shire got an FDA approval. GE, they announced some restructurations. They will sell most of the assets of their GE Capital subsidiary. And they announced also a share buyback program of $50 billion. That's a lot of money. Horizon Pharma, they said that the FDA approval as well for one of their drug. Excel Trust, they're being acquired by Blackstone for $2 billion. So Blackstone even is going up on that news. Bioscent, well, they said that the decline that happened yesterday, there's no material information that could have explained this decline. The company will release their earnings on May 13, 2015. So far, it's only a statement they made. New Millennium, what they said is that Tata Steel Minerals, which is the company with which they have a joint venture for the DSO and Hoster project. Well, Tata Steel Minerals board of directors have asked New Millennium to issue $20 million of shares to be able to finance some expenditures on their projects. But New Millennium say that they're not going to go forward with that option simply because if they have to issue $23 million in shares, that will dilute their stake in the joint venture. So I don't know why the stock is being punished. Are there some other investors who are getting at New Millennium for that? Or is it because if they're not following that option of issuing more shares, that the DSO and Hoster project, well, they will not advance because if they can't spend money on it, well, Tata is so far has not shown any willingness to put some money. They asked New Millennium, their partner, to do so. So I think the fact that they didn't give maybe another option might be one of the reasons why the stock is being punished. Now it's testing its support at 15 cents. Crocodile Gold, they say that they're in good track to exceed their production guidance for gold in 2015. And Bombardier, they announced that their railway division, they're exploring many options, either to spin it off, make it an IPO, sell it or portion of the assets of the railway division. And the thing is, they will still want to maintain an exposure to that segment because it's one of the most profitable segment of Bombardier. So I think investors are slightly encouraged by that for Bombardier, but it's not a nice buying signal for Bombardier. In Amaya Gaming, they're getting rid of two of their subsidiary, Chartwell and Crypt Logic. And the news on the Canadian side is that we have created 28,000 jobs. Estimates were estimating zero job growth. The only sector movement that we had today that we talked about on MarketGurus.tv is a movement that could be confirmed among the maritime and transportation sector. I'm going to show you here not all the lists, because if you want access to all the lists, it's all on MarketGurus.tv. But there are some stocks like, for instance, NAT, which is among our analyst shares portfolio on MarketGurus.tv, that could break out higher than 1267. Matson higher than 4245 could also break out and be a nice buying signal. TK Tankers, I think it could be a buying. It is a buying signal. You just trend trading that stock with an exit point at 589 whenever the stock reverses that upward trend. And TOO on New York has to be watched because higher than 2315, that's going to be a nice buying signal for TOO. So those are actually the sector movement, the only sector movement that we have on the market. Now here one of viewer is asking where to buy Stornoway Diamond. Nice sideways formation for Stornoway. I love it. Where to buy it? Look, I think there's a resistance that's there at 71 cents. What you could do, there are two strategies. You could start building up your long positions, but when will you have to start building up your long positions? That's if ever the stock can break that first resistance around 67 cents. If it does break 67 cents, the next target now becomes 72 cents, which is this new resistance. So you can build up your long positions there. If ever we have another stabilization phase at 72 cents and break out again, that will be the new point to start to build up again your positions on Stornoway Diamond. But right now, I will not build it as long as the stock doesn't break the 67 cents resistance.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
So welcome back, folks. We have another questions here from Andre. ENB, Enbridge, new high. Is it time to get in? Thanks. Andre, I have to give it to you. Enbridge, it's one of the best performing stock on the energy sector. A nice upward trend on that stock. Really interesting. Testing a high, right? But is it an entry point? No. Simply because what I think you should see is to see, can Enbridge stabilize before confirming a new breakout? Because by looking at how the stock has rallied, though, it is testing its top. However, volumes are declining, which is not a good sign, which means that this rally maybe has not the potential to go as high as you would have liked to be able to quickly take some profit. Also, overbought, right? So I don't think that it's definitely in a situation where it's the perfect timing to buy Enbridge. As a lot of energy stocks, as I said, the energy sector is starting on neutral formation. Enbridge will be among the stocks that you would put on your watch list. Wait for a sideways formation first to be confirmed of 2-3 days there, and then on the new breakout higher than $63, $64, that would be interesting for Enbridge to get in because technically speaking, it's really a nice stock, but not a perfect timing to get in right now on a stock like that. So you bought BlackBerry here. BlackBerry, let me take a look at this. You bought BlackBerry at 12 bucks. What do you think? Well, 12 bucks, what do I think? Look, those are the, let me start with the things that I would say are okay. Okay, you bought when the stock was continuing to go up with the stochastics. I'm talking of the momentum indicators there for the stochastics. Okay, we're not yet within this overbought situation, but we're close to it. There's not much before we reach that situation. MACD is also just getting out of this oversold situation, which is confirming a momentum. Another good thing. But now let's get into the things that I don't like with your trade. First of all, by putting a Fibonacci retracement from that top to that bottom, look, 12 bucks and the 38.2% retracements is around 1223. So there's a big congestion there on BlackBerry at 1223 where the 100-day, 50-day moving average are all there. So 1223 is going to be the point where we're going to have a stabilization phase. Would that be the point where BlackBerry might even go down again? Probably yes, or probably no. But the thing is, knowing that at 1223, there's a point where it's highly likely that BlackBerry might stop, buying at 12 bucks, I don't think it was really appropriate. But depending on your risk tolerance, I think that as long as BlackBerry still maintains this upward trend and doesn't go below, 11.80, 12 bucks, you should continue to hold on to it. But make sure that if it goes above 1223, maximum 1263, which corresponds to the 50% retracement, is the point where you're going to have to trigger a profit-taking opportunity on BlackBerry. For me, that's my advice. I don't think there's a 10% potential to be made on that stock because the stock will need to get around $13 to make 10%. But I don't know, 6-7%, that will be the target that you have on a trade like that with a entry point at 12 bucks. So you hold on to it. 1223, we're going to have a pause. That's what I expect. As long as the stock remains above 1180, you hold on to it because this is an upward trend. And 1263 maximum, I'll close that positions. Now, hi Chris, 7 and down in a row for UVXY. What do you think to get on third of a positions around 130? Look, true, 7 days in a row, the ETF has been going down, but you also have to take a look at the market situation though. And by taking a look at the market situation, look at how the NASDAQ is doing. Look at how the SPY is also doing, right? MACD still has some momentum on the upside. We still have some room to go on the upside on the SPY. So I don't think it's appropriate to buy UVXI right now just by looking at because the ETF has been going down for the last 7 days. You also have to look at the SPY. And the SPY for me so far is showing that there's more probability that the SPY could pursue its rally. So for those reasons, I don't think that UVXI will be a great opportunity just by looking at the fact that it has been going down for the last 7 days. You have to take a look at the SPY before taking a decision on UVXY. And the SPY so far, the indicators are showing us that it's more bullish than bearish. So it's not an entry point on UVXY. Now let me finish the show here by showing you the best breakouts and breakdowns of the day. So those are the best breakouts and breakdowns of the day on the TSX, New York, and NASDAQ. And as for the day trade of the day, it's that stock here, FRO, which is a stock in the maritime and transportation sector. As I said, if you want access to all that list, it's all on marketgurus.tv. You can have access to it for free for 10 days by making the free trial. And on FRO, one entry point here, one there, another one there, and we just got an entry point here at 250 on FRO. Those of you getting in at 250, exit point now becomes at 247. And the thing is with maritime and transportation company, they can be really explosive. So those stocks can take 5, 6, or 7%. And the thing is, if you're buying those stocks, make sure that you're quick to take some profits in them because they can rise as much, but they can also go down as much. So this is the risk that you have in the stocks like FRO. So folks, stay there because Mr. Den will be with us on the Swing Trading Show. GOR on Venture. So he's also open to receive your questions. If you have any questions for him, don't hesitate. He'll be more than happy to answer your questions, folks. Stay there.